quick note. If during the reaction or my discussion there are some noises, it's because of my roommates being loud and it could be a little disturbing. I'm sorry for that. So let's move on to the video. Hey guys and girls, I'm Allie and this is RWBY Volume 6, the trailer. So, the trailer went online a few days ago, but I didn't have time to watch it yet, so I thought, I'm late anyway, why don't I just upload it on Saturday? Our RWBY Saturday then, because all the episodes will go up on Saturday as well. We still have to wait a little, but we got a treat from Rooster Teeth. We got a trailer. And I'm super hyped for this. I can't wait to see what Volume 6 has in store for us. I heard many good things about the crew now and who's in charge, and that Miles and Carrie have drawn opinions from other people to help them with the story and everything. It seems to build up to a good volume. At least good, if not great. I don't know how good it will be, but I'm still hyped. And you probably heard that. I'm going to pause this a little because my roommates are arriving right now. Okay, excuse me for that. My roommates just arrived at home and it was a little bit loud. Okay, I will watch the trailer one time at first, and then I will talk a little bit about my initial thoughts. And after that I will watch it again, I think a few times, and then I'm going to talk about it a little bit more. I'm gonna take a break from recording while I watch it a second and third and who knows how many times. So just know if there's a cut, it's because of that. So yeah, just let's hop in. I'm super curious what we'll get. In 3, 2, 1. Wow. It looks so great.
It's important not to lose sight of what drives us. Love.
I love the background.
Justice.
Oh god.
Reverence.
What?
But the moment you put your desires before my own, they will be lost to you. This
Oh.
isn't a threat.
Yeah, I saw that on the
This is simply
thumbnail.
the truth.
Wow. Whee!
What's the plan, Ruby?
Don't let anyone else die.
That's a good plan. Wow, that was fast. There's something more, or just... No, there doesn't seem to be more. Wow, okay, that was a lot at once. We had a lot of cool background shots. I love the art style right now. Like, from the first moment, the woods with the snow and the trees and everything, it looked beautiful. And yeah, just the art style improves from time to time. It gets better and better. And wow, so to what we see apart from the art style, a lot of new characters. Like, I saw a few very interesting things, like this one, was it an old woman with those weird scientific, not scientific, but like technical glasses or something, and then there was this one person kind of flying or something when others bowed in front of that person. That it seemed a little like a move that a maiden would do, but it didn't look like a girl. Well, maybe it is. Everyone can wear like suits and everything, but I I'm very curious who that is. And yeah, it seems to be, well, we see that the crew is getting to Atlas, I guess, because it's with snow and it's cold. And yeah, it seems to be, I have no words for that. I have to watch it again and again to get some other thoughts for it. But my first experience, it looks great. It looks really great. Like, we also see Emerald seems to have a major role here. She seems straight up terrified. And yeah, Adam is also there again in his throne room one time. That's what I noticed. But yeah, I will watch it a few times more, and then I come back and talk a little more. So, I'm back, and I watched the trailer a couple of times, and there are interesting things to see there. First of all, again, beautiful landscape. I couldn't get enough of it. It's great, this volume. It's really getting better. Then we have this one shot of them all walking together through the snow. First of all, nice scarf. Like a little bit of color in it, in her outfit, like she had in the first outfit she had. Then we see that old woman, which we see later, so she might have more of an important role. We don't know anything about who she could be, but who knows? Maybe she's the Winter Maiden and she just could hide and got very old. I don't know. Could be. We don't know anything about her. Case in point. Then we see that Ruby has the relics, so even though Yang gave it to Crow at the end, Ruby carries it now. Maybe because she's the leader of Team RWBY and she was the leader of Team Ranger, maybe they trust her with that. Or there's another reason why she does, we don't know. Yeah, then we see a shot of a bunch of dead White Fang members. Yeah, there's this other shot in the throne room of the White Fang later, where Adam just destroyed the throne and screams, basically. I'm curious if there's a connection between those two shots. If Adam came back and is very angry and killed everyone or something. Maybe it is. I'm very curious to see something about him because he seems very broken at the moment. He was defeated and it's not gonna be an easy way to get back up. Then we have the normal citizens just bowing to the person hovering in the air. I already talked a little about that, if that has something to do with the maidens, because maidens can kind of hover in the air. We saw that with Ember, and we saw that in the Cinder and Raven fight a little bit, even though they more likely used a little bit of the powers to propel themselves up. But yeah, it doesn't look like a girl, so I'm very curious to see what that person seems to be. Yeah, Salem's terrifying as ever, and she talks calmly like always. Jen Taylor, you do a fantastic job. Yeah, she says something about that this is no threat, this is simply the truth. And this is just straight up terrifying because we haven't even seen what she is capable of, and I really hope we'll get to see that. Even if I'm scared for all the characters, but I kind of want to see what Salem has in store for us. After that we have the shot with Salem and Tyrion. That is something I want to talk a little more about. Tyrion is obviously back in the picture. Maybe he got a new tail, maybe not. Well, he should have if What's came back in Volume 5 to make him a new tail, a new stinger. But the way Emerald looks in both the shot with Tyrion and the one shot where Salem is in the background later, she looks scared, she looks terrified. Maybe this is still because of Cinder and what happened to her in the fight with Raven. But we already saw her being very shocked about that. And yes, she was unconscious after that, but I think there might be more to it than just finding out what happened to Cinder. I always thought that Emerald, and I think many people think that Emerald is the most likely of the bad guys to turn. And after we got the redemption of Ilya, who was just in the White Fang, not really in the Salem bad guys group, I think they could do it, that Emerald turns against Salem. And from the shots we saw in that trailer, it seems very, very likely. We haven't seen much of Mercury. I don't think we have seen him at all in the trailer, so I wonder if there'll be like the Volume 4 situation, no line at all. Maybe. We don't know, even though I would like to have him there, especially if they do more of an Emerald arc, that he is there to kind of give the relationship, and I hope they kind of show if they are friends or something. Yeah, then we see that they apparently take a train somewhere, maybe, well, apparently to Atlas. Where would they go? Since it's already like snowing and everything, so they'll probably go to Atlas to maybe meet General Ironwood or something. And the train just reminded me slightly of the Volume 2, Chapter 11 fight. So yeah, train fights are good. But this time there seem to be citizens on there, so we'll see how that plays out. And the last line I want to go into at the end of my discussion too seems to have something to do with that, apparently. Then we see that RWBY has perfected her abilities. Maybe not perfected, but she's getting better. We see her also, like, she took Nora this one time in the fight against this Geist Grim. She did that apparently with Weiss, because it's a white ball of something. I don't know how to call that. Yeah, she seems to get better at her abilities. Speaking of that, we haven't seen any other abilities of the others in the trailer. So if they got better at their abilities, we don't know that yet. Yeah. Then we have this very interesting picture. It looks that this woman sitting at that table that one time, surrounded by other people, she kind of also looks like a bandit, maybe? Because the people around her look more like bandit style. And I wonder if that's like another bandit tribe, or if it's like before, like in the past. Because why I talk about being in the past, there is another person sitting across the table, and we don't see much of that person, but the color scheme really, really reminds me of Amber. I'll probably put a picture of Amber on, like, if she just had the cloak and like the golden thing on her arm and everything. Did she have something on her shoulder? I don't know. I'll have to look at a picture of Amber again. but the color scheme kind of fit there. So I'm really curious if we get another flashback or if it's just a completely new character that kind of has this color scheme too. Yeah, then we have a great new Grimm that was fought by Ren and Nora on the train, I guess. So I think the others will fight there too. We've already heard about that new Grimm. We've seen concept art. I think that is that one, right? It looked a lot like the concept art we've already seen. Like, yeah, that's all to the Grimm. And there's this one shot where the girls were standing there, Team RWBY. They were standing there looking at Oscar, who didn't seem very happy. He seemed scared. And Team RWBY, well, RWBY seemed scared too, while the others seemed more concerned or even mad. So I guess we will get... I'm sorry. Okay, to start again. Yeah, I think something might be happening with the Oscar-Ospin connection. Maybe something gets revealed and the girls are shocked and angry that Ospin didn't tell them. It builds up to be an interesting storyline, even though it kind of seemed to be out of nothing when it started first. I hope we get an explanation why Oscar is the one that was chosen. Yeah, and the last point I wanted to touch on is the line in the end. The line, "Don't let anyone else die." I guess it's more or less about the citizens, like the civilians in the train, because they are standing on the train again, and the shot just reminds me, this is Team RWBY with another person. Like, this time it's Crow, last time it was Dr. Rublack. And it kind of fills in the nostalgia. And this line implies that someone already died. I don't want to make assumptions about who it could be. It's definitely no one of Team RWBY. But yeah, I'm kind of scared because, I mean, it sucks if it's civilians, but if it's civilians, we won't be too attached to them. If it's a character we know that already died. Or maybe she just refers to all the other battles before where people died, like Pyrrha and Penny and everything like that. But I'm really scared about that someone might die before that one train fight scene there. So that was my reaction to and my discussion about the RWBY Volume 6 trailer. And I'm super hyped for this new volume. This is the first one I will be reacting to and I can't wait for it to start. I'm gonna post the videos Saturdays, 1 week after they come out for first members, so the day it comes out for the public. And yeah, I'll see you there. On this note, have a nice day and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!